Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. The Ride of Fame celebrated legendary Chaz Palminteri as its 50th inductee. The mobile monument features and honors the finest public figures who have impacted the city of New York. Let's take a look.
The Ride of Fame celebrated legendary screenwriter and actor Chaz Palminteri as its 50th inductee. The mobile monument features and honors the finest public figures who have impacted the city of New York.
Chaz is a native of Belmont, Bronx, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us to showcase that area as well as his endeavors to promote the city as a whole.
Palminteri, who is known for A Bronx Tale, was honored for his works and had the opportunity to tell us the significance of having his own bus.
In Bronx Tale, my dad Lorenzo was a bus driver. So now I have to tell my dad, he passed away some years ago, but he saw all my success, so that's bigger than an Academy Award. I mean, I have my own bus, Dad.
During the event, Palminteri got the chance to sign and sit next to his own customized seat where many tourists will eventually get to sit on. Many fans had the opportunity to meet the New York City legend, but most importantly was excited to have somebody represent the Bronx.
It was just an honor to meet a native New Yorker like the man right here. You know, if you know legacy, this is a legacy behind me.
For Chaz Palminteri, the Ride of Fame is more than just a Bronx tale. I'm Lindsay Violet, reporting for BronxNet.
And thank you, Lindsay. We'll be back with more Open after this. Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. PAWS NY provides services and programs for their clients who have limitations and need that extra help to care for their animal companions. Because of their commitments to their clients, they're always looking for volunteers to help. And here now to tell us more about PAWS NY and how you can get involved, please welcome their program director, Carrie Niddick-Finch. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. It has been an absolute delightful morning for me, sharing all of this kind and just generous work that all of my guests are doing. Even if it's within the organization, there's just a humanitarian component to it that's really refreshing.
Yeah. We particularly really want to help people who are really isolated, older adults, people living with disabilities that really need that companionship that they get from their pet that we recognize as so emotionally valuable to them, but they might be struggling with the physical care. So we send volunteers in to help them do that.
And it's kind of, this is the first time I'm ever hearing of this service.
Great.
So it's very fascinating. And even though I referenced humanitarians, I'm like, well, they're here to help the animals, but it's, I know,
Yeah.
Of course, it's to assist the
Right.
actual people in need, be it through disabilities or age, you know. And so I'm just curious to know, like, do you train your people to be able to handle animals? Like, does the person have to be animal relatable?
Right. So they don't have to be an expert, but they do have to have had some experience with dogs or cats. That could have been by having their own pet, growing up with a pet, having one now. If you've never walked a dog before, you're not
sorry
really,
about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah, you're
You're
not
safe.
really going to be able to volunteer with us, but you can do other stuff. We're always looking for volunteers to fundraise, to spread the word. So you don't have to be an expert, but you do have to have some knowledge of pets.
So tell me a little bit more about the organization and your involvement in it. What inspired you
Sure.
to be part
Sure,
of this?
yeah. So the organization as a whole, our founder, Rachel Herman, founded it in 2008, and then slowly got funding to go full time and then hire me in 2013.
What is going on?
I
with
don't,
that
yeah,
trail?
I don't know. I'm shifting. So I got involved. I'm a social worker by training, and I did a lot of work in other fields. And then I got interested in the human-animal bond and what it can do physically and emotionally for people to have contact with an animal. And I got certified in animal-assisted therapy. And then I found PAWS, and it was kind of the perfect fit so that I could help people and also help animals at the same time.
With an understanding of the value in that
bond.
relationship.
Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, pets are become part of the family, and just because they're an animal doesn't mean that they shouldn't be treated the same.
Right. And if you're an older adult or you're facing a disability and you live alone, that's really your only companionship, and we want to really honor that bond.
That's beautiful. And so, is this really geared solely for senior citizens?
No, anyone who's physically struggling to care for their pet. So we do dog walking, cleaning up of the litter box for people who have trouble bending over, light grooming, picking up supplies from the store and delivering them for people who struggle with carrying heavy things. So anybody with a physical challenge to taking care of their pet day to day, we help them.
Do you service all 5 boroughs?
We do. We are particularly looking to expand in the Bronx. There's a very high need. We get a lot of calls from people needing our services, and we need more volunteers in this area.
Yeah. So how does one become a volunteer for PAWS?
Right. So we try to make it as easy as possible. You have to attend an orientation, which is about an hour. We offer them twice a month. Our next one is on the 10th. We offer them in the evenings so that people can come after work. They can sign up on our website, which is pawsny.org. And then we check references and we do a background check just because we're sending them into vulnerable people's homes.
Yes, absolutely.
And then
so you
they
do
can
a
get
fingerprint
started.
background?
We don't do fingerprinting, but we do a criminal background.
Right. No, just curious. No, because I know that when you work with children, you have to do a fingerprint.
And our
I mean, I know
clients-
this is animals, but still, you're sending them into people's homes, and you want to make sure that everybody's legit.
Right. And we want our clients to be really comfortable.
Right, absolutely, especially when they're elders.
Yep.
Yeah. So, okay, so this is really cool. So how do you match up the people with the residents? I mean, they're not residents, but the people in need, you know, or the animals, you know.
Right. So it's all 3, really. We take into account the volunteer's preference. So that's the main thing. We want it to be convenient for them so that they stick with it and they enjoy it. So their preference, then what the client needs, and then what the animal's personality is like. So we take all of that into account when we're matching them.
So how long do you service an individual?
So that's a great question. So some people it's temporary. Maybe they fell down and broke their hip and they only need help for a few months. But the majority of our clients, because the majority of our clients are older adults, they're not going to regain that physical ability. So we have clients who have been with us for 7 years, and we keep helping them as long as possible.
And so is this a free service?
It's free, yes.
That's the fascinating part.
Yes.
Because you actually obviously are funded in a way that you can offer this as a free service, which is awesome.
Yeah, we're very lucky,
awesome.
yeah.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I'm feeling so warm today, just by all the generosity that has been shared here on set with our viewers. I hope you guys are feeling the same way. And so my last question is, since you're saying you match them up according to I guess the time, location, and so forth. How do you, I guess, establish the animal relations, if that's even
Yeah.
I know you said you studied animal therapy, right?
Yep. Oh, okay. So I have experience with animals, and I'm actually the one that does the home visit when we first meet a client. So I go and I do an assessment of both the client, get a lot of information, find out about them, their health issues, but at the same time I evaluate the pet so that I know what I'm sending my volunteer into.
Right, the temperament of
Exactly.
the pet.
Yep, how are they on a leash, all that stuff.
Right, so look at that, we got a semi-dog whisperer here. No.
I wish. Yeah.
No, but it's great. It's great. I mean,
Thanks.
they should not go unseen. And once again, this is another forum of speaking for the voiceless,
Yeah.
the voice for the voiceless. All right, so with regards to the expansion into the Bronx, what exactly should a person do right now? Should they go online? Should they sign up for the orientation now? Or is there going to be orientation in the Bronx?
Yep. So
Okay.
go to our website, pawsny.org. Right now, we have about 5 orientations already scheduled. They are in Manhattan right now. We're always looking for spaces that are willing to host us for orientations. So we hope to add them in all the other boroughs as we go.
Great. Thank you so much for being here with
Thanks
us.
for
Carrie.
having me. Nice to meet you.
One last thing. The website is also the place that you would go to ask someone to come visit, like yourself, to actually consider the service.
Yep. And if they don't have the internet, because some older adults maybe aren't computer savvy, they can give us a call. It's 212-203-4760.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
again. All right. Once again, for more information on PAWS NY and how you can get involved, visit PAWS, that's PAWSNY.org. And that is our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through, and to you, for our viewers, for tuning in. And if you missed any part of the show, you can check out the Recablecast tonight and 24 hours a day at BronxNet.tv. I'm Rhina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor. Feliz Día de los Reyes, mi gente. Happy 3 Kings Day. Adiós.